It was always about deception. The crystal ball, the gypsy clothes, the fake accent. Cheap props to make the fortune cookies easier to swallow. My customers, they bought into it because they wanted to. If there's no free will, if it's all about fate, life is a whole lot simpler. We can just say, hey, it was meant to be, and get on with it. That's the key to fortune telling. That's why people fall for it. We're all prisoners of our search for a higher meaning. It's all about mutual deception. I never believed I was telling people anything they didn't already know. Until now. I have waking dreams, visions. I see auras. Auras! Yours, by the way, is bright enough to blind me. I see through the eyes of others. I can even see into the future, for real. The paths of fate, clear as day. It's almost like I've become who I've pretended to be all these years. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I could be going crazy. I wouldn't blame myself if I was going, oh, great. Here we go again. I'm having another vision. They come and go like headaches. I can't really control them. Quick, before it passes. I see your twin paths. One leads to salvation, the other to defeat. I see black tendrils rising to embrace you. Voices whispering in your ear. Corruption from within and from without. Something rising from the bottomless deep to devour us all. To turn day into night. Sorry. I see something else. Our paths intertwine, converge, and at the end of it, exodus. Inescapable, permanent, fated. On the tip of the pyramid, your path shall be revealed. That's as good as it's gonna get. Make of it what you will. Sometimes I get more visions, like the aftershocks of an earthquake. If that happens, I'll let you know. You won't even have to pay my usual fee. Let's call it a freebie, sweetie. I had another vision. Shadows. Long shadows. From the old boughs of the fairy forest. The flickering lights of the foolish fire guiding your path. Come, come, they beckon. Does this make any sense to you? what? More visions. This time there's bees. The incessant buzzing of bees. And flowers. Flowers blooming out of season. To mark the path ahead. They keep coming. The visions. It's exhausting. Now I see an angel, guarding hollowed ground, sword in hand to ward off evil and to guide the way. The last one. It's terrifying. The cold, dead eyes of the innocent stare at you from the gallows. Their blank gaze a mirror to the future.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
That's all of it. The storm is past. For now. I don't know what lies at the end of this road, but it's not good for any of us.
Quick access inventory updated.
That's too close, buddy. Couldn't tell you much about the day that goddamn fog rolled in. I remember seeing it out in the bay. Thick and dark, like pea soup. I went outside for a look-see, you know? And then everything went black. I woke up the next morning back in my trailer, splitting headache, like shop things were crawling around inside my brain. Tango barking like crazy, and Cash staring at the door like something spooked him good out there. Something big and stinky. The fog took the whole town, or most of it, replaced them with Smurfs and Frankensteins. Now I call them Frankensteins on account of the movies, see? Dead men walking, get it? And the Smurfs, big blue bastards with spikes and claws, and those walking brains running the whole fucking freak show. Jeez. Not that it made much of a difference around here. Town was filled with vermin and whores and devil worshippers long before that fog rolled in. Sure, you got your survivors back at the sheriff's office. That Bannerman lady, Andy, and that big guy, the outsider with the bike. What's his name? Elk? Deer? Gives a shit. Then there's Hawthorne, the pastor. That's not a man you should trust, let me tell you that. He's got Skeletors in his wardrobe. I'm telling you the truth. And that gypsy fortune teller, if she's still alive, the harlot, never slept with me. Slept with half the town, though, including the shrink, sheriff's husband, Bannerman. Here. As for Norma, she's all right, but I feel a whole lot safer out here alone with my hounds. It's not the first time we've had an incident around these parts now. I've seen things, bad things, slimy things, things with 100 sharp teeth, 1,000 black eyes, and terrible thoughts that chew and claw their way into your brain, so that it hurts like a motherfucker, and makes your nose bleed, and gives you terrible nightmares. And they stay there. They never, ever leave you. I'm a genuine local. Grew up right here on Solomon Island, just south of town, at the Overlook Motel. Used to be nice down there. Red oaks in the forest, beautiful ocean view. Place all boarded up these days. Been that way since those guests just up and vanished. And those lights and knocking sounds at night. Screams. Word of mouth got round. People stopped coming. And we had to shut down. Now that whole business at the motel started when the Englishman disappeared. Never saw the man again. Left all his luggage and everything. Didn't even pay up. Wicker, I think his name was. I think it was Wicker. Yeah, his room smelled like cigarettes and booze and sulfur and English stuff, you know. And there was this sticky black stuff all over. I remember because I had to clean it up afterwards. By that point, my mama had had enough. What with Pa dying and all. And then Henry and Tom Dexter. So she left for Florida, said I had to fend for my own from now on. At least I had the scrapyard. Been running that ever since. Everyone always told me I'd never amount to much. Everyone except my mama and Tom. Tom Dexter's his name. Now he believed in me. Tom always believed in me. Then he died. And I had nothing. Nothing but his memories inside my brain. And the yard. Of course, I had the yard and my dogs. And my projects. I always got my projects. Those fuckers back in town. They'll be howling a different tune when they watch me ride out of here. Waving my handkerchief. Blowing exhaust up their tight assholes. Fuck you! They're gonna be sorry for treating me the way they did. Calling me a retard. And bad-mouthing my mama. God bless her soul. They're gonna pay for what happened to Tom Dexter, I'll tell you that too. I swear on my life. I got a list for my bus. It's a short list for a short bus. God damn, I'm funny. It's got me on top, of course. Then my dogs. Mrs. Creed. She's on there. Andy, if he asks nicely with politeness. The widow Franklin. She's welcome to have a seat. And the Indian fella, Red. Yeah, maybe him too. And the rest of them, devil worshippers, whores, liars, and cheaters. They can watch the rest of us roll out of here, over the bridge and through the fog. They can rot in here until the day of judgment, until the day of Exodus. Jesus Christ, do I look like a college professor? I ain't got no fancy words. All my genius is in my hands. Frankly, they got neither the time nor patience to be splaining shit to you. Just don't give up, do you? Look, quantum motors is just motors, except you don't see the motor. You following? Gotta shut your eyes and focus on the sub and tonics of things. You see the itty-bitties. They go in one end, then gazillions of tiny little gears start grinding up against each other, and then poof! You get these bitty titties shooting out the other end. Tango! Cash! Down, boys! I said down! Hush or you'll taste a stick. You know you will. Shut your pie holes, boys! We got ourselves visitors! Woo-hoo! And this one's breathing. Oh, yeah. Now that's more like it. Ooh, they're mean sumbitches. Sooner bite a chunk off your BUT as look at you. Watch as you don't make eye contact, particularly with Cash there. That's the one right there. You don't much care for that. And he's the friendly one. Hey, Tango! Leave that arm alone. It's infected. Fucking dumb motherfucker. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Fucker's got a taste for Frankies. Oh, dog's been keeping the yard clean. Goddamn Frankensteins get spooked by him. Those who don't get spooked, they get torn into tiny little pieces. Even I get sick of watching them go at it. And I've seen some sick shit in my life. But the boys, they can't get to all of them. Frankies and Smurfs keep popping up like bunny rabbits at Easter. Boom, boom, you know what I mean? You a dog person? Cats are good for nothing, except as yowling dish rags. You been a hero and all? I'm guessing it don't matter much. You ain't got a choice. You're here to fight Frankies and those mutant Smurfs, right? I even got some toys you can play with. Toys that go boom and splat. Don't ask me where I get them, because I won't tell you, and they ain't none of your business, you understand me? Look at that serious face on you. So now, maybe my boys can take a breather while I get some work done on the short bus from hell right here. We got ourselves a deal, hero. Mind you keep the noise down. Tango and Cash are the sensitive types, you know? But I reckon they'll be happy to pick through the pieces after.
Temporary abilities acquired. Temporary abilities acquired. Temporary abilities acquired.
She's a real beaut, ain't she? All dressed up and nowhere to go. And she's getting restless. Hush now, baby girl. Hush now. We'll get you sorted, I promise. I know the look of someone who got no understanding of motors. Shit. That's all right. I ain't much good with people, but I'm a genius when it comes to automobiles. This fine lady, she's the only ticket off the island. Wait, did you think you could just walk everyone out of here? Across the bridge, and through the fog, back to Silly Station? You think you're some kind of hero, don't you? That's funny. That's hilarious. That's pure comedy gold. You no more a hero than old Edgar here. You just got fancier moves and city smarts. And those smarts don't count for much under present circumstances. Now, I was getting close to finishing her up, putting the last few pieces in place, when those last few pieces just up and walked out on me. Couldn't believe my eyes. I seen some crazy things out here at night. Things with wings and tentacles and 1,000 screaming mouths. But I ain't never, and I said never, seen scrap metal just get up and stop walking. That's fucked up. You heard me, fucked up. So it seems I can't get no further with the little lady here, not as long as that transformator keeps rebuilding itself. So I'm stuck out here till the cows come home. And you've seen those cows with your own 2 eyes, haven't you? I have. Those cows, they ain't never coming home.
Promoted. Faction rank increased. Congratulations, Messenger.
To say you've done far better than expected is such a backhanded compliment, isn't it?
Quick access inventory updated. Temporary abilities acquired.
Guess I come across pretty hyped up about all this. It's not that I'm enjoying it, you know, I'm not one of those Norwegian black metal guys. I don't, get off on death. But it feels like all my life I've been waiting for this to happen. I've read the books, watched the movies, played the games, buried a survival kit in the backyard. Now this is happening, it's really happening. The freaking zombie apocalypse. And people are freaking out. So I can really do something. I can help make things okay again. Well, not like you. This is like your day job. Saving the world and stuff. Putting your life on the line and needs of others before your own. Right? Right? You could work on your outfit a bit, though. I'm just saying, it's a bit weak for a superhero. I could, show you some sketches after we've gone through this. I'm thinking mask, black leather, no cape. Capes are so out this year. So, this is not your average everyday zombie outbreak. Sure, you got your basic shamblers and runners, but they don't just bite. They do other stuff, like special effects stuff. And then there's the tanks. Big Hulk zombies. Not zombie tanks with wheels. That'd be just goofy. But, kinda cool. We also got zombies rising from the ground. Not just the ocean. Some of them must be, 50 years old. Older. I mean, this isn't a big town. If it was just living folks turning, you wouldn't even call it an army of darkness. It'd be a scout patrol darkness. But the weirdest thing? No matter how you bust them up, they keep coming back. Mrs. Creed, she roasts them like marshmallows. Pastor Henry buries them in the churchyard. Edgar, well, you don't want to know what Edgar does. Next thing you know, they're coming out of the fog. Again. Over and over again. Sucks to be us. Yeah, the mutant Smurfs? Not my idea. That's Edgar. I think he even collects Smurf figures. He's a bit weird, but he's totally cool once you get to know him. He's real funny. Just stay away from those dogs. Tango and Cash? They're evil. Carry biscuits. Carry lots of biscuits. I did some research on those blue things. Did you know they're from, Viking mythology? They were called Drog, and they're the ghosts of the dead lost at sea. Don't ask me what Vikings are doing in Kingsmith. I'm thinking ancient blood curse. It's always a curse. I like having a name for the monsters. Better to think of them as something with a name. Something that was human once, you know? In a way that's a lot less scary than Smurfs. Smurfs have no humanity whatsoever. How is having superpowers working out for you? My friend Carter, she has some real Sam Krieg novel stuff going on. It's pretty wild. Any girl can give you a drop-dead look, only she could probably do it for real. But she's not like that at all. She won't even kill plants. I've given up on asking her to. For someone with powers, Carter is totally normal. She does get steamed about the weirdest things, like me going out alone. But she's not the only one. Sheriff Bannerman wants me back at the station by curfew. Being out past dinner time is a big deal when the dead walk the earth. I may not be able to shoot fire or melt faces or, jump my own height. But I'm a good runner. I've read all the right comics and I'm, great with wires and motors and microchips and stuff. Necessity is a mother of invention, right? I've already rigged a bunch of defenses around the town, so watch your step. I figure every superhero needs a brilliant inventor. I've got that much to aspire to. I'm the geeky sidekick. Yay. Awesome! I knew it! First the zombies rise from the dead, then they send in the men in black, and then the guys with superpowers show up. This is totally like the August issue of Katana Guy and Headphones Girl. You know, the one in Antarctica with the tentacles and mutant Nazi zombies. I am so psyched to meet you. Can you, fly? We could really use some superhero action in this town. I mean, it's a zombie apocalypse. You'd think with all the hours I put into Left 4 Dead, they'd let me carry a gun. But I just get the runaround. You're only 15. Yeah, I'm also the last man standing. Not counting Andy or Moose. or Henry, or Edgar. Anyway, it's not like I'm accidentally going to shoot anyone. Living. This sheriff doesn't even believe I saw the MIBs roll up in their black vans with no license plates. I used my RC plane with a wireless webcam, got a bird's eye view of the action. They're packing some sweet tech. Real made in Area 51 stuff. Good thing they're on our side. They are on our side, right? Yeah, I figured they would be, since they're herding up the mutant Smurfs. You know the drog? And probably experimenting on them. Think alien autopsy footage in front of a live studio audience. That'd be really neat. In a totally gross way, of course.
Quick access inventory updated. Radar module activated. Item located.
Taking a break from saving the world, huh? I bet you've been out there punching darkness in the face and kicking evil in the, nuts. Or maybe you've been checking up on the MIBs? Come on. Dead guys followed by very much alive guys in black suits and black vans? Connect the dots. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. Connecting the dots. I rigged one of my RC planes with a wireless webcam. No biggie, super easy stuff. I already did it last year for, research. Not to get footage of Mr. Rosen, my math teacher, watering the flowers in his underpants so I could put it on YouTube. That wasn't me. Flying this thing is like air traffic control in Silent Hill. I pretty much have to rely on, like, the Force. And then every time I get over the edge of the MIB camp, wham! It goes dead, and it goes down. They got some kind of signal scrambling going on. Maybe even EMP? I'd so love to get my hands on that tech. Of course, I got, like, mad skills, so I manage to salvage the plane every time. But I have to keep pulling it out of trees and gluing bits back on. I'd really like to see what's going on inside that perimeter. Like Mr. Rosen used to say, try again, Dufresne. Of course he's a zombie now. Not that he's changed much. He's still Mr. Rosen, and he's still wearing those way too tight underpants.
Quick access inventory updated.